Hello, this is Anasos, and it's time for some more Magic Farm 2. I'm over here hanging out at the quarry. I was just kind of checking things out over on this end before we starting to record and heading back to the house. So, what I've done here, whoops, is added some more hardened energy conduits. So I've doubled up the power to the Ender Quarry. You can see the Wayla tooltip there on the left. Basically, this thing's running at full steam now. It must be working harder for the moment, because a minute ago it was full power the whole time. If I disconnect one of these, remember these are restricted to 400 RF per tick, you can see immediately it starts losing power. And if I turn that back on, I was getting a net gain. Yeah, we got a net gain there. So it looks like the Ender Quarry can use about 800 RF per tick, or 80 Minecraft joules per tick if you're in that power units. Yeah, okay, so it goes up to the whatever it was, 100,000, and then just kind of jumps around there. It never actually pegs it at 100,000. So it looks like that's about the amount it'll use. So I'm going to turn it back down to 40 or 400 RF per tick for the moment by doing that, and it's still going to run pretty quickly. I'll let it drain out here for a sec because, well, let's see, I guess I can make it drain really fast, can't I? There we go. So this is, I was watching, it's kind of interesting. So it gets like about 2,000 or so RF, and then it kind of uses up a bunch, and then it gets another chunk. I'm not sure what it's doing, but it's kind of interesting how it's calculating that. But anyway, obviously it's still working fine. It's shooting out stuff. I'm not sure that it's a lot faster with double the power. Let's just take a look. So not the speed of the items going through the pipe, but the distance between the items, basically, right? So we got basically one pipe length or so between them, and if I turn this on, let's go into the next one. It looks like, oh, okay, yeah, it's doing double items now. So sometimes there's a couple of them stacked together. So okay, it is probably twice as fast if you do that. But, of course, that's going to take twice as much power, and that is the issue. How much power are we generating? And it's actually not enough. So, it's currently using 400 RF per tick, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these at 80. So that's 400 RF per tick, but our power is still going down. Why is that? Well, because that's not the only thing running on the system, right? I've got the AE system up here is taking, I just updated the pack, so everything's back to normal. What am I looking for? MJ. This is taking, so 41, 42 Minecraft joules per tick. And of course down here we're processing, so depending on what's on or off, these take 20 and these take 40, so each stack is another 60. So basically, I don't have enough power even to run it with one hardened energy conduit yet. So that's one thing I wanted to do, and actually I crafted up another magmatic dynamo, and I thought I'd wait and do this on camera. And the other problem is, again, these can only take 400 RF per tick, so if I leave them in as is and put another dynamo on, it's not gonna fix the problem, because they can't, the conduit can't handle the amount of energy going through. So it's time to upgrade to redstone. Yeah, redstone energy conduits. And these guys will do a whopping 10,000 RF per tick through them, right? Hold shift for details. 10,000 versus 400. So yeah, that's gonna be able to take a lot more power. Okay, so we should be at 480 now, which is probably pretty close to calling it even. No? Well, we're still losing. Okay. That's okay. Let me add one more. I want us going to take these guys and put them outside anyway. Oh, hey, that one's done. Oops. Left click. I've been playing Can't remember if it's right click or left click depending on which crop you're hitting. Yeah, I was going to move these guys outside. The whole point of down here was to be able to add more engines to the line as we go. So there you go. So let's go make another magmatic dynamo. I guess I can make it right here, can't I? Oh, and I've already got... Huh. ATIC. I guess I was looking for it. Okay, so I'm going to need a couple of Invar gears. I'm going to run out of Invar one of these days, I guess. But it's easy enough to make. I may have a transmission coil already. Let's try. Yes. So there we go. Oh. Did I? I'm not in cheat mode, right? Did I make one and I didn't? Huh. Alright, I guess we're adding 2 more. Woohoo! Oh, I broke this one. There we go. Okay. Where did that come from? Alright, so I was thinking this should be pretty close to stable, is it? Yeah, okay, we got a net gain. So I actually don't need this extra one, but I'll throw it on the line just for the heck of it. Yeah, so like now it should be 480. Oh, there's another thing. I don't like the... where is it? Here we go. In-game waypoints. I mean, it's nice to have those signs on to see where stuff is, but then you have floating text all over the place. It drives me nuts. So I just make it beacons. And if you want, you can turn those on to try to find something, I guess. Alright, let's get rid of that and that. I need one more of those. Yeah, okay. So I'll throw this one on. And now we should be cruising. We should have plenty of power. Everybody, well, one of them's not going to be... Well, no, yeah, everybody's going to run 80 per tick because it's filling this guy up. So we're definitely making a good power gain now. And if I wanted, I could just add the rest of these down the line here, and we would have you know, a full 800 per tick to put into the what is that thing called again? Ender Quarry. Let's see, where do we want to put some Ender lilies? Somewhere where I go past. Probably not right out front. Could put them out here. Yeah, let's do it right here. Let's see. I have to be a little careful with the crazy shovel of the earth mover here, but yeah, let's just... How many do I have? 8. Well, there's 8, right? Or am I one off? I'm one off. So again, these guys do need light, like a normal plant would. And you can't bone meal them. I believe actually if you bone meal them, they go backwards. So don't bone meal. Don't bone meal those guys. Let's see. For the hot dogs, I need these tomatoes, the soybeans, the lettuce, which has already been picked. And that's about it. Everything else is kind of extra at this point. Alright folks, and we're back. Just been standing here watching the processing go for a minute. It's kind of just fun watching the little assemblers light up when they got enough cobblestone, and the pulverizers and furnaces turn on and off. I guess at 400 RF per tick, might even be able to get away with just one group or one pair. 2 would definitely do it, but once you double it up to 800, then all 3 of these turn on and off as different metals come through. Alright, so I think we've got the power situation taken care of. Alright, there goes the second one, running at 400 per tick. So yeah, second one's nice. May or may not be completely needed to keep the backlog keep it from backlogging. Alright, but what I want to take a look at is what else are we getting? So we're getting a good chunk of sand, we're getting quite a bit of gravel, and we're getting some coal. Now, oh hey, we got some diamonds, alright, and a couple of emeralds. Some of this stuff we can just route directly up into the AE system, but that's just going to fill up the drives. So do I want, you know, 1,000 or 10,000 gravel or sand up there? Not really. So a couple of options. I mean, one is make more drives, make bigger drives, and pre-format them actually is another way to do it. We do have, I mean, these are the small drives still, but we could upgrade those. Just to show that, by the way, if you haven't seen this before, if you take an empty drive and right-click it, shift right-click it, you end up with the housing and the storage cell, and then you can use these pieces to upgrade to a bigger drive. So that's one option. Another option would be the barrels. Let's take a look at those for a second. I was looking at doing the deep storage unit, and I may still do that, but let's take a look at barrels a minute. Let me think about this. So for barrels, the way these guys work is you make the basic barrel, and that's easy enough, right? I've already made a couple of those. And then you give it structure slots, and you have to do these in order. I tried this. Now it's been a while, so they may have changed it, but you have to add these in order, I believe. So you have to do a wooden structure, a structural mark 1, and you do that with oak wood planks and fences. And as you can see on the tooltip, it gives you 1 slot, which means you can add 1. Well, okay, so here's a storage upgrade 3. It takes 3 slots, so you can't do that with just a wooden one. You can make it a hopper barrel or a redstone barrel or whatever. Oh, here's a basic storage. Okay, so the basic barrel will hold 64 stacks or something. This will double that and let you hold 128. This will, yeah, increase the storage capacity by 192. So this gives you 3 more 64 stacks. So you go wooden is easy enough. The next one is iron. That's easy. And that gives you 3 slots. So with that you could do the storage upgrade 3. And then you get into gold and diamond. Fluxed electrum ingots. Whoa. And manulin. 63 slots. Wow. Here we go. Creative upgrade. Oh well, yeah. Can't craft that, I'm sure, right? But this one, so if we went with the manulin upgrade, 63 slots. Slots 243. Wow. Oh, here you go. Enderium even. So yeah, you can really upgrade these things and make those pretty powerful. Yeah, I might do that later because I haven't ever done a deep storage unit, so I wanted to try this out. This is another sort of barrel-y thing, and you know, I hope this doesn't need power. So this is actually pretty expensive, and honestly the barrels are probably a better deal here, but I've never done a deep storage unit, so let's give this a try. This is, again, not the default recipe, because this is Magic Farm and all the recipes are amped up a bit. So I'm going to need some plastic sheets, 4 reinforced strong boxes, and a full tesseract frame, and we'll get 4 deep storage units out of that. So let's take a look. Do I have the plastic sheets already made up? No. Okay, so for those we need raw plastic, which is 4 each, gives you 4. So I just need 4 raw plastic, which is just rubber bars. And we smelt those. Now, do I have any rubber bars in here? Yes. Let's just smelt up like half of them. I need 4 for the moment, but that's fine. And let's work on another piece. So reinforced strong boxes are going to be a hardened strong box around hardened glass around a hardened strong box. A hardened strong box you can either create with a regular one plus invar, or just a vanilla chest plus tin and invar, which is the same amount. So let's do this one. And I actually need 4 of these, and I looked up how much invar I have left. This is going to take 16, I got 23. So I just said I'm going to run out of invar before long, and here we go. So I'm going to have to make up another batch of invar soon, but that's fine. Okay, so now we want the plastic sheets, which we should be able to make here. Good. And we've got these. Let's get the tesseract frame going. And since I've made up extra Enderium in the past, this is pretty much just a couple of clicks away. Now to fill it, I need to get some Ender pearls. 2, 3, 4. And we're going to bring those guys over here, cook them up, throw it in there, and just double check. Yes, tesseract frame full, right. So not an entire tesseract, but a full frame, and this is how we fill it. Now it is possible to teach the AE system how to do this all automatically. And I guess, you know, if you watch Daryl's series, which I'm sure most of you guys do, he goes through a lot of the automation. But for things like this, where I'm only going to do it once in a great while, for me, setting up all the automations basically more work than just doing it, you know, manually once in a while. So, at any rate, okay, fairly expensive recipe, but this should get us. I guess the strong boxes don't NEI quite right. Probably because they stack. This should get us some deep storage units. What's wrong here? Oh, I didn't upgrade them. These are hardened, so we need to upgrade those to reinforced, which is just hardened glass, and I think I've got enough hardened glass around, I hope. 3, 4. Now, let's try this again. There we go. 4 deep storage units. And like I said, I have not built these before. Heard about them a few times. I think lots of people do this for your massive storage of items. Let's get some more item ducts. Let's see, we have some more of that. And some pneumatic servos. Let's see what we can do with these. Yes. So, my thought, maybe I should have given this a little more thought before I started recording here, but my thought was to put these guys like here. Yeah, that's fine. I made a little kind of pseudo stairway here, but honestly with the elevator we don't really need that, so I can block this in if I need to or whatever. Yeah, let's get this out of the way for the moment. And if I put this down, it's going to immediately start filling with something. Oh, that's alright, we can fix it. Alright, so let's just see what's going to happen here. Suddenly, we're getting tons of, well, sand got in, which is great, because that's one of them I wanted in there. And then other things tried to get in, but they got bounced back, and now they're back stuffed, which is going to clog up the whole thing. So, yeah, bounce back is bad, because there's nowhere else for it to go, and it's going, okay, I got gravel in here. You can see the stuffed items on the right there. And where do I put the gravel? I don't know where to put the gravel. Okay, well, that's fine. Alright, so here's 64 stand, so you can grab a stack of that anytime you want. And I guess you put them in here? Okay, you put them in the top and they come out the bottom. Or whatever. So there's 208 sand in here right now, but you only see one stack of it at a time. And I think this thing will hold like 1 billion sand or something. Well, one item, but it'll hold like 1 billion of it or something like that. So yeah, kind of a lot. Okay, so let's give the gravel somewhere to go. Let's do so, and then we'll throw that on, and that should let the gravel flow. Yep. Now it's probably going to end up backstuffing something else, depending on what comes out next. Well, you shouldn't backstuff on gravel, guy, because there should be tons of room for gravel now. Yeah, there it goes. Are we good? Oh, I guess we're good. Yeah, cool. Alright, so we just took care of sand and gravel. The other thing is we could whitelist, but since it only takes one item anyway, there's really no need to whitelist. And the other thing is if I bring this cable down and do an ME interface, or a storage bus, I guess it is, then these will be part of the network but won't be using up drive space upstairs. So Yeah, I'll probably do a couple of storage buses there. Maybe reroute this a bit. And that one, instead of a chest, could be an ME interface. Let's do that. So let's get a couple storage buses, a bit more cable, and an ME interface. And let's give that a try. So let's see, let's go storage. Doesn't need to be fuzzy because there's only one item in there. So I'm going to need, okay, right, well I want an ME interface anyway, so let's get 3 of these. Probably don't have any conversion matrices. Let me just go ME, anything? Oof, I've only got 3 cables, so I need to make some more cable. Alright, let's make a bunch more stuff. Okay, we're out of Fluix dust, which is this stuff. How much quartz dust do we have? 37. Don't want to use all of that up, I don't think. Let's use like half. There we go. You know, I'm not sure. Let's take a look. Is this used for anything besides that? Oh, you can make quartz glass, you can make the grindstone, which I'm not going to make. Ooh, tiny TNT. And Fluix dust. So, oh, and silicon, right. So yeah, that's used for some other stuff. Of course I have more nether quartz, but I'm just trying to make sure I have a little bit of each item available when we need it. So, okay, so we're going to need 3 of these, because I want 3 ME interfaces. Let's make 3 of those. 3, and I want to keep one to use down there directly, and use 2 more to make storage buses. Oh right, I didn't make the cable, did I? I made the Fluix dust, but I didn't make the cable. So let's throw a couple of the cable in and do a couple of storage buses. There we go. I think that's all we need. Yeah, I think so. What else? Cobble. I don't need it in my bar at the moment. Now the other thing about these DSUs, I don't actually know how you're supposed to break them. You know what? I won't mess with these. We'll try that upstairs, I think. Oh, and I should grab some more clear glass too, I guess. So let's see. The thought is, need this. Now let's eat quick, since I'm down 3. Let's, yeah, let's grab these, and let's break this. I know, with a sword. Bad, bad, bad. Is that a storage? No, that's an import bus, so that's fine. I don't want an import bus. I could... No, let's just do it right here. Let's do like this. Let's go here, 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 and then this is... yeah, that's good. And we'll put an import interface right here. And this guy's going to act kind of like a chest and an interface here. So if we get, here we go, pulverizing up here in a second, we should get something out. It should come up into, yep, there it goes, right up into there. And you can see it just disappears immediately. So there's other stuff you can do with this ME interface. For instance, you can say export config, always keep 1 cobblestone, or always keep, how do you do it? There we go. 7 cobblestone. So these are actually 7 real cobblestone here. I can pick them out and I can use them. This is just telling it what to keep here. So if I wanted to like keep a machine always supplied with coal, or in this case cobblestone, this would be a way to do it. If I take that out, then there's no export config, so it says, hey, anything that comes in here is not in the config, and it just imports it straight up into the AE system. So that's exactly what we want it to do, so that's cool. And then let's put a couple of storage buses here, and let's just do like so. Cool. Now we should be able to see, well, let's see, let's try it without for a second. Yeah, so let me get my wireless dealy. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, so if I look up gravel, I have 696 gravel available right now, which is probably more than needs to be up there. If I connect that up, and now I look up gravel, oops, I have 1300. So there you go. We have added the, come on, added the DSU to our system. So now gravel can be stored down here and not take up room on our drives. So let's see, we can partition, and if we do that, I think it's going to prefer to store things in here. Store the things that are partitioned will get preferred in here. So this should actually move the gravel out of the drive and down here because we're in bidirectional mode. Now I don't know if it'll do that immediately, but I think as you move stuff around back and forth, I think it will kind of start doing that. Let's do that for the sand as well. And if not, you know, we can manually pull out the drives, put them into an ME chest and move it, but you know, it's not that big a deal. So, well, actually, there we can tell 640. Yeah, okay. So no, it did. It's not pulling them out of the drives, unfortunately. But any new stuff that comes in will come down here. Alright, so let me grab a few stacks of whatever. And what I wanted to try is what happens when we break this. So if I throw in 4 stacks of redstone and I break it with a pick, do I get my 4 stacks back? Oh, it's still in there? Oh, okay, so you can break it and it just stays. Alright, cool. And that's also another way you can kind of pre-format sort of these things, I guess. And they don't take power, so yeah, let me keep going this way, and if I find more stuff that takes power, I can bring the power like right here and put some more stuff right there. Yeah, that'll be cool. So let's see, a couple more item ducts. Can I see? There we go. This one contains 256 redstone. Yay! So we can throw redstone here, and then I guess coal would be the next most obvious choice, the thing we'd have the most of. So let's do that. We'll kind of throw this down, we'll kind of pre-format it here so that we know only coal will go in here. That's cool. Alright, and then that should allow some more coal to come out. Oh, it's got to get past the whatever's in the first stack, so that's all good. Alright, so at this point we've taken care of, I think, all the major stuff. Now I could hook up a ME storage bus directly to this chest, or I could well, let's see, I don't even know if, oh, I could blacklist the metals. So the metals have to go in here, and if I were to blacklist them and then do like an ME interface or something like that, then everything else would come out here and then end up in the AE system. So yeah, a couple of ideas there. Okay, well, yeah, I think that's good for now. I'm going to make up a couple more storage buses for those last 2 DSUs, and maybe just kind of keep an eye on things for a little bit here. See how it's going. Hey, it's raining out. Did I hear something from it? No. Yeah, let me just keep an eye on things for a little bit, and that's probably going to do it for this episode. But I think the quarry's up and running. We've got solid power now. We've got pretty good storage set up, processing and storage. Check our power is still increasing. Yeah, good. And yeah, I think that's not bad. So, hey, you know what? Here, let's finish the episode with checking off the list. We have done an Ender Quarry and all the things that are required to go with that. Didn't do the AE system upgrades I'm thinking of, so I'll leave that unchecked. And yeah, so there's a few things left on the list. Again, if you got other items, let me know what you think should be on the list, and we'll see if we can get to it. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, as always. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.